Hello, Eco Warriors. Welcome to the Institute of Urban Ecology. I'm Naomi. On today's episode, we're going to take a look at the fight against fast fashion. And this time around, I really want to hear what you all have to say. So please use that comment section below and leave any questions, ideas, or comments that you want to share. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you all have to say. So let's get started. Welcome back, everyone. Now, if you live in the middle of an urban area like I do here in Vancouver, then you're probably also living in the middle of a fast fashion hotspot. Now, fast fashion is a term used to describe inexpensive clothing items that move quickly from the catwalk to a store near you. These items are produced fast, shipped fast, and have an even quicker shelf life as they're usually of poorer quality, and they're quickly moved into the clearance aisles as newer trends keep arriving weekly. Now, this turn and burn attitude towards clothing has several negative effects on our environment. Fast fashion, fast facts. Now, the most obvious problem with the fast fashion industry can be found in the trash. A lot of these fast fashion items end up in our landfills. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the average U.S. citizen threw out 68 pounds of clothing in the year 2007. More recent Canadian estimates say that number could be as high as 81 pounds per person. And that's just for the items we use. Don't forget that production and manufacturing of these clothing items also produces a fair amount of waste. Speaking of production, that brings me to problem number 2. 90% of North American clothing is still produced overseas in low and middle income countries, or LMICs. The working conditions in many of these overseas factories are often very poor and very dangerous, both for the people working there and the surrounding environment. The mass production of these items overseas leads us to problem number 3, the carbon footprint for manufacturing and shipping these garments. LMICs don't always have the same rules and regulations when it comes to environmental protection. Also, it takes a lot more energy to ship a t-shirt from China than it does to ship from within your own country. Problem number 4 has to do with the high percent of fast fashion items that are made out of synthetic materials. Recent studies have shown that synthetic materials like polyester and nylon leach chemicals and microfibers into the environment. This again happens both during the production of the garment and after you bring it home. To boot, polyester and nylon are both made from non-renewable, non-biodegradable petroleum. Yuck. All right, Eco Warriors, what can you do to help? Well, it's as easy as the 4 R's. Repair, recycle, refuse, and reduce. Now, I'm sure most, if not all of you, have probably taken a bag of old clothing to your local thrift shop, and that's a great place to start. But what about these items full of rips and tears? Solution number 1, repair it. If you want your item professionally repaired or altered, check out one of Vancouver's top 10 sewing and alteration venues according to Yelp. Don't want to pay for repairs? Check these guys out. Frameworks.ca provides free fix-it workshops at community centers and libraries around the Lower Mainland. There's no experience and no equipment necessary. They provide everything for you, and it's totally free. Amazing. I can't wait to check these guys out. So what about those items that are beyond repair? Well, the return depots in Metro Vancouver introduced a textile recycling program back in 2018. What? This is the first time I've ever heard about this. At the Return It depots, they accept all sorts of textiles, including shoes and slippers, tablecloths, sleeping bags, you name it. And they sort the items for you, so please, bring them in clean. But items that can be reused are donated. Items that can't be resold are then recycled to make new materials. To find a Return It depot near you, check out their website at returnit.ca. As proud members of the consumer class, the biggest thing we can do to make a difference is to reduce and refuse. Our power is in our pockets. So the next time your wardrobe maybe needs a little updating, consider these simple tips. First, shop local. Look for local makers to reduce your carbon footprint while shopping. Or shop secondhand. Save the environment and some cash. Eco-fashion is also a rising trend, but beware. That term eco-fashion can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different companies, whether it's the type of materials that they use or how they make their garments. So you might want to do a little bit of research into figuring out why certain companies call their clothes eco-fashion. But the biggest thing that we can do to make a difference is to simply refuse. Ask yourself, do I really need this? And if the answer is still yes, that's okay. Just refuse to buy those cheaply made, cheaply priced, fast fashion items. Instead, invest your money in quality items with multi-purposes in your wardrobe that aren't going to end up in the landfills next season. You guys, I'm just like you. Sometimes I just can't resist that cute little summer dress on the clearance rack. That's okay. One of my favorite quotes is by zero waste chef Marie-Anne Bonneau. She said, "We don't need a handful of people doing zero waste perfectly. We need thousands of people doing it imperfectly." So even if you slip up, or if I slip up every once in a while, that's okay. Just making these small changes together, if we all make just one small change together as a community, that's going to add up to one really big change. And our urban ecosystems will really thank you for. And I want to thank you again for joining us at the Institute of Urban Ecology. We'll see you next time. Bye for now. If you know any other companies or organizations working to battle the fast fashion frenzy, we want to know about them. So please share your knowledge and resources down in the comment section below.